How many did they kill? D. Schwang is getting into some really, really good January 6th debates. Oh, you know what? Let's look at this real quick. Hold on.
How an election
Oh, wait. Oh, the browser can hear you.
Goes, and you show up to have a riot to try to make it so it doesn't happen, that's an insurrection, yes.
There were a tiny...
All right, here's January 6th, okay? I'm not going to show, because Destiny is banned on Twitch, so I can't show him talking or anything. But check this out. This is like, before the debate, he's posting all of the crazy shit. So this is the January 6th recap. If Vice President Mike Pence comes through for us, we will win the presidency. Many states want to decertify the mistake they made in not certifying incorrect. Are made in certifying incorrect and even fraudulent numbers in a process not approved by the state legislation, which it must be. Mike can send it back. All of this shit is fake, okay? Donald Trump, multiple times, was told by everybody around him, his own fucking Barr, who was his Barr? Secretary of, Barr's not secretary. Barr is the lawyer, fucking the Attorney General. First, you are the first, Ryu. Even Barr said, there's no, all the shit that you're saying, all this election shit is fake. It's not real. It's fake news. He got told it was fake news, but he didn't believe it. Anyway.
And Mike Pence is going to have to come through for us. And if he doesn't, that will be a sad day for our country.
I'm going to take a dab, and then I'm drinking, Ryu. How you doing, brother?
You're sworn to uphold our Constitution. Now it is up to Congress to confront this egregious assault on our democracy. And after this, we're going to walk down, and I'll be there with you. We're going to walk down. We're going to walk down anyone you want, but I think right here, we're going to walk down to the Capitol, and we're going to cheer on our brave...
Anyone you want, but I think right here, the way he talks is very much, it's like he's making you think you have a choice. I mean, it's more just like, in general, but like, it's something narcissists do. They make you think that it's your choice, but they're really in control. We're going to go down wherever you want, right here, though. Probably right here. Wherever you want, though, but right here. And he doesn't even show up. He bounces.
Senators and congressmen and women, and we're probably not going to be cheering so much for some of them, because you'll never take back our country with weakness. You have to show strength, and you have to be strong.
He's literally telling people, you can't take our country back without strength.
Bro, and they're saying, painting a bullseye. And they're like, it's not a fucking insurrection. It's not a fucking coup. It's all of that shit. Every second.
We have come to demand that Congress do the right thing and only count the electors who have been lawfully slated.
We fight like hell, and if you don't fight like hell, you're not going to have a country anymore.
He's on Parler doing this. You have to fight like hell, and if we don't fight like hell, we're not going to have a country anymore. This is them yelling, fight for Trump, but don't worry. They're not talking about literally fighting. They're talking about metaphorically fighting in their soul and in their spirit.
They voted, and what have they done? They stole it. We want our country back.
President Trump is here at the Capitol building with us.
This is an idiot that believes everything that they're telling him.
We already voted.
We already voted, but what did they do? They fucking stole it.
And what have they done? They stole it. We want our country back.
So it definitely wasn't an insurrection, right, guys?
President Trump is here at the Capitol building with us. We saw the motorcade. Shit is about to get real.
Hey, guys, coming right now. He's gonna be on the other side of the Capitol.
Alex, this is your revolution, buddy.
And this fucking asshole, he was about to pay $1 billion to the Sandy Hook family, but I think they dropped it down to $500,000.
Everyone, you know.
The Alex Jones story is honestly probably the funniest, because like after he realized there was an insurrection and that his face was gonna be all over the thing, he was like, "We should turn back and go this way, right? We don't need to go that. We should peacefully." And then like now he's like, "I said multiple times don't go in there, and said multiple times that we should be peaceful." But all before that, he's just been like riling up the crowd. It's like when you get the pot super fucking hot, or no, how about this? When you get like the deep fryer, just fucking 375 degrees, ready for fucking frying, and then you know what you do? You drop in a fucking tray of ice cubes. It boils over. There's no control over the situation. You had control over feeding the fire, but now you don't have control over what happened.
Go to the other side of the Capitol! That's where Trump's gonna be!
And they keep telling people, go to the other side of the Capitol. That's where Trump is. So, bruh.
Very concerned about Mike Pence. I have no idea.
Mike Pence didn't have the courage to do what should have been done to protect our country and our Constitution. Giving states a chance to certify a corrected set of facts, not the fraudulent or inaccurate ones which they were asked to previously certify. USA demands the truth. God, it's like, what if the first like dumbass chat GPT is like the dumb chat GPT was like giving to Donald Trump? He's like, write me a fucking tweet less than 200 characters out of fucking. All right, let's do it. God.
No idea what he's going to do. Did not love the way the president talked about that. And I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, we're walking over to the Capitol right now, and I don't know, maybe we'll break down the doors.
Oh, thank you so much.
Can I speak to Pelosi? Yeah, we're coming, bitch! Oh, my bitch, we're coming!
Can I speak to Pelosi? We're coming, bitch, from inside the Capitol.
I hope he is put under the firing squad and found guilty of treason, because men like him are the...
They said, I hope Mike Pence gets put to the firing squad. You have a fucking crowd of your crazy fans demanding to hang Mike Pence, and I'm just picturing like the Mike Pence smile that he has. That's like the like, look, this is the smile that I was talking about. He doesn't smile like this anymore. Look at all his 2015 pictures. Just smiling, happy, and then you look at him now and he's like, there was a mob outside that tried to fucking murder me. It almost did it.
Where is Pence? Bring Pence out! Where is Pence?
Bring Pence out!
Bring him to me.
Bring Pence out. Fine, come on, Kyle. Bring Pence out.
It's fucking wild seeing this fucking, like, 3 years later. This shit is still wild, the shit they've been saying.
Bro, it's crazy. They would, and you know, if it was any other group of people, they would have been mowed down, but you know.
Yeah,
Fight for Trump! Fight for Trump! Fight for Trump!
Where's the hang Mike Pence?
We were invited by the President of the United States!
You to show me one person who is not palm colored.
There are black Trump supporters. That's a fact.
Yes, but the question is, did they storm the fucking Capitol?
I'm sure there were some of them.
No, he'll be happy. What do you mean? We're fighting for Trump.
Dumbass fucking white folk.
He'll be happy. What do you mean?
No, he'll be happy. What do you mean?
He's got his like feet on Nancy Pelosi's desk, right?
We're fighting for Trump.
You want to hear what the QAnon conspiracy was about this? That like
these were all paid actors.
No. QAnon conspiracy theory is that they had operatives like fucking Navy SEAL level cats in there, and they went in and got the documents that they needed in order to actually like, they were like, you don't understand. January 6th is the last straw. They're like, what do you mean, brother? I shouldn't be telling you this, but they sent in operatives inside the Capitol to grab the necessary documents that they would need to basically charge everybody. What? Trump is akin to a spy master. See, I know a man named Pachinik, and he told me that.
The genius of Trump is that he is able to pull back at any point and manipulate the opponent without the opponent ever realizing. He has said repeatedly, hashtag steal the vote. That's exactly what he has said for months. Then he made a very clear implication. He said, I will use common sense or my intelligence, i.e. both literal and figurative intelligence. And those of us in the intelligence community, be it who they are, again, what I said in 2016, when we exposed Hillary Clinton, we now exposed, and it was Trump who initiated this, Biden family. You're seeing a sophisticated sting operation that was initiated by Trump. I'm just a lowly peasant in this game. And honestly, I was informed that I could say something about it today, only last night.
Trump is playing 4D chess, and what he's doing is genius. A la Sun Tzu. Funny, though.
And anyone who tries to say otherwise probably just has, like, way too much bootlicking in them. Like, it's still wild to me that people are like, oh yeah, you know, I think that if I vote for someone who doesn't care about me as a person, but will, like, give tax cuts to billionaires, that maybe one day, because I voted for him, I'll be a billionaire. Like, are people really that fucking stupid?
He gave tax cuts to everybody. It's just the tax cuts to corporations are the ones that are permanent. The ones that we have are temporary tax cuts, so they go back to normal after a little bit of time, unless they're extended.
And they never were, and they were never meant to.
No, but like the ones that the billionaires did were. But I mean, it's like, I think, didn't Biden do something? I don't know if Biden did.
No.
I haven't looked that up. I haven't been in like
he postponed student loans for, I think it was specifically for like 6 months while, like right after.
So let me ask you this, Kaya. Are you rolling with the crazy lefties and not voting for Biden this year?
I mean, I'm gonna see how the primaries go.
You're like, if this nigga needs the help, he's gonna get it. I'm sorry, I can't live with Trump. I understand.
Well, yeah, no, that's the thing. It's either yes, I vocally oppose the genocide happening in Gaza. I will consider my options if they present themselves as someone else having a chance.
Okay, it's not even close to a genocide, but okay.
It 100% is.
How many do you want to check? If it's a genocide, it's literally the worst genocide in history. Their fucking population was growing since it was. All right, you know what?
I'm not saying anything along those lines. I'm saying that it is classified. And the other thing is, it's the fact that
one is classified by who?
No,
one, because I haven't seen that anywhere except for fucking crazy lefties on TikTok.
There are other countries who are bringing.
How many bombs do you think were dropped on the Gaza Strip?
I don't know, because they literally have said it's been like they did bombing runs on the Gaza Strip, so I can't confirm an exact number. Herbal, why do you have to fucking argue with me like this when most of the time we agree on shit?
Herbal, should Kraken join chat?
Is Kraken super drunk right now?
Maybe. I'm not sure. I wanted to throw it out there.
Come in chat first.
Who's Kraken? Is Kraken that thing that you do when you have when you shotgun a beer really nice?
All right. 29,000 bombs dropped over Gaza. Probably more. Okay? Do you know how many Palestinians have been killed?
The last time I checked, it was like a number in the like 100,000s.
You think 100,000s?
Have you seen a number, Herbal?
It's around 30,000, Kaya. Where the fuck are you getting 30? Where are you getting 100,000 from? Where are you getting 100,000 from?
You know what it was? I think I saw something about it was like 100 times the amount of people or more. Or like that's why I was thinking thousands.
Yeah. Well, last time I saw it was around 25.
Well, what I was meaning was that they've killed that many times more people than were killed on October 7th or something. That's what I heard.
Okay, so I mean,
that the death toll in Gaza is that many times more.
29,000 bombs dropped and 30,000 dead Palestinians. It seems as though they're killing about one bomb a person, and if they wanted to fucking kill people, they're doing a pretty bad job, right? Because you can, like, you know what I'm saying? One bullet a person is one thing, but a whole bomb per person. And I'm not saying those 30,000 deaths are like justified or whatever, but what I'm saying
I would even say that Israel, a bomb. But Herbal, a bomb a person, that's overkill. That's insane.
They're not trying, but they're clearly not trying to kill people with their bombs. Is my point. They're trying to destroy Hamas infrastructure. They're not.
But the thing is, it's also frustrating because you see all the people who are defending being against a ceasefire, all the people who are against ceasefire, the reasons they are giving, they're like, oh, well, if you look at October 7th, that's the only reasoning they have, is the first attack or retaliation by the people of Gaza. And they don't want to look back
at
October
7th, how many bombs do you think were being dropped into Israel from Palestine? Before October 7th.
I wouldn't say it was bombs being dropped.
They were like missiles. They were missiles being shot. Okay, not bombs.
I mean, not even always that, though. It's like people being systemically oppressed. You gotta understand that
there's a difference between people being systemically oppressed and then people continuously shooting missiles off into Israel, right? And then even talking about the oppression.
But even the other thing is that is annoying. Anytime my grandparents would have the news on when I was growing up, and obviously this is like Fox News because my grandparents are insane people and only watch Fox News all the time. My family, anytime the news would be on and something from Israel would be happening, it would almost guaranteed be that they were like shooting missiles or like bombing in Gaza because there was some fucking thing happening. And that was always the case.
Most of the time, I don't think they were bombing in Gaza before. I think it was a lot of the times Palestinians were like shooting missiles and doing terrorist attacks into Israel, right? And then you can say that, oh, it's because of hold on. What's up, Kraken? You could say it's because of like they're under a
Herbal, I have a serious question
Go
for
ahead.
you.
What's the
Do you
question?
think that Israel is justified in its campaign against Gaza? Do you think that?
Yes.
I'm sorry. No, you're wrong.
How am I wrong?
You're one.
How am I wrong? I don't think you can defend Palestine, if I'm being honest with you.
I'm gonna give you a serious comparison here, and you might not like it, but it's so think
Go
about
with your crazy lefty fucking comparison. Go ahead.
It's not crazy lefty.
All right,
Herbal.
I'm gonna let you speak,
okay,
but you can't cut me off when I go, okay?
So
no. I'm gonna let you speak, but you're not gonna cut me off when I go.
Let me fucking speak.
No, you're not gonna cut me off when I speak, though. Say this right now.
Okay,
all
fine.
Right,
I won't cut you off, but you need to let me finish my entire thought.
Finish your entire thought. Go ahead.
Okay, so I want you to imagine for yourself if slavery in America never stopped.
Okay, go ahead.
We never abolished slavery in America.
Okay.
And you as a black man one day decided, you know what, I'm tired of these fucking whiteys being all this high and mighty over top of me. And you decide that you're gonna go and attack someone, no matter who it is, just immediately out of wherever you're being held, no matter what that is.
Okay.
Now, do you think it would be justified for in this dystopian timeline for the people who are in the oppressing like power structure? Do you think it's right of them to then say, oh, you know, just because one did this, we're gonna kill all these so many people because we think we have the right
that's justified. I think the black man doing whatever he did to the white, I think that's justified. Continue.
But for one man's actions to justify the killing of like 10 or 1,000-fold people. Say you did this. Say you were the person from Gaza and you went and killed 7 people on a quote prison riot, which is meaning you broke out of wherever you were and went and attacked people. Which is basically what happened in Gaza. It's what so many other outlets have been saying is the case.
Okay.
That it doesn't seem like it was a coordinated attack. It seemed more along the lines of a prison riot or a prison break. So, imagine for yourself that because you killed 6 people, that the oppressive force of, say, white people in this dystopian timeline decide, you know, because this one black man killed 6 white people, we're gonna kill like 60,000 black people. Do you think that's okay?
No,
Do you
no,
genuinely
not at all.
think
No,
that's okay?
I don't.
Because it's
I don't,
okay, that's what I'm saying. It's not okay for anyone to do it. For anything like that.
Do you really think that slavery is comparable to what happened to the Palestinians in Gaza? Do you think that's comparable? Honestly.
Yes.
How?
Because it's
How so?
literally like it's a mass prison for them. The Gaza Strip is a mass prison for Palestinian people.
So do you know much about the history of Palestine or no? Wow, I got real quiet. Do you know much about the history of Palestine? Because I know about both about the history of African Americans and the history of Palestine and Israel. So I know exactly how the two aren't comparable. And
so,
any two people bringing those two up as a comparison knows nothing about either. So like I'm asking what do you know? Let's hear.
So the thing is, before 1948, being when the Israelis moved into what is now present-day Israel.
Okay.
But
there have been talks of Israel since 1886. So, yeah.
No.
There haven't been?
Not Israel as we know it today.
No, there haven't been. So you're saying there haven't been talks about Israel being a country and about all the Jews having their own space since like the 1800s, the late 1800s?
Because there wasn't. There was an idea about it, but it wasn't the same as the quote Israel that we have today. Israel that we have today was land basically owned by the UK and Great Britain at the time.
Well, why were they owned by the UK and Great Britain? Because the original owners of that land lost World War I, right? Is that what happened? So
you literally said that I couldn't cut you off, but you keep cutting me off.
Well, you're not even finishing. So. It's like you're like, well, I'm gonna finish my statement, and it's just a never-ending slew of bullshit.
It's not bullshit though.
It is though. You're not even bring. Okay, so continue. So you know what? You're right. You haven't said anything wrong so far. Go ahead.
The land that was given to Israel back in 1948, after World War II, was originally owned by the UK. And at the time, I believe it was specifically the Prime Minister had written a letter stating that this land was designated for the people of Israel or Israeli descent to move in and claim the land so that they could basically just repopulate their own race because they had been dwindled down so much during the Holocaust.
Okay.
And after that happened, the Israelis moved in and were basically like, hey, so this is our land. We're moving in here. Everyone who's already currently here needs to get the fuck out.
Yeah, but the people who were on that land didn't own the land, correct? Because the people on that land were the Palestinians. There's no state of Palestine. Okay. It was the was it the Ottomans that were there before England, and they were living there at the behest of the Ottomans. So it was like a bunch of small Palestinian colonies that were just like living there because of the Ottomans.
I have a question.
We let them live there.
Don't you think that the people the Palestinians there were technically more along the lines of natives to that area?
They didn't own the land.
They didn't. Okay, do Native Americans own the land?
No, they didn't. And we fucking murdered them and we became America.
Yeah.
Period.
And is that good? Was that a good thing that we did? No.
It's not good or bad, but it's sort of what happens, right? It's not good or bad. It's what happens. It's like slavery sucks that slavery happened. I'm glad I'm not living in Africa. Okay? Like, it's like bad things happen in the world. Okay? And is like that's what happens. So the Palestinians, all right, it sucks, but they had to move out of that land. It's not a right thing that happened, but that wasn't their land to begin with. They didn't have there was no state of Palestine. Okay? All right, and like, the fucked up thing about it is like, Palestine, all of the Middle East in general, is a very anti-Semitic, bruh. Even before, like, it seems like a lot. I don't know what it is about Jewish people, but a lot of people don't like Jewish people. It wasn't just the Germans. So like, there was never, it was never, the Jews were never welcome there, right? Which is why after they moved in, Egypt and it was Egypt. Fuck, I forgot, but it was
Israel.
It was the three countries around. They started getting together to attack Israel, and then before they
Jerusalem,
could, Jordan, yes, it was Jordan. It was Jordan.
Israel.
It was Egypt, and they got together to fucking attack. They got together to attack Israel, and Israel did a preemptive strike because they owned the air, so they bombed the fuck out of everybody. And at first they said they didn't do it, then they later on and changed it and went back and said that they did do it. Okay, so after Israel got a fucking preemptive strike off on them, they basically won the war, and because of that, right, they got Gaza, the Gaza Strip, and they got the Golan Heights, and they got the West Bank, right? And they still have the Golan Heights, I think. Yeah, they still have the Golan Heights. But it's not like they're not conquering land. They're getting attacked, and then they're taking land as a result of that. Is anything I'm saying wrong?
Yes.
But you know it was all the result of the Holocaust, right?
Well,
like,
yeah,
that's the...
Yeah, but what am I saying specifically that's wrong?
All of it.
All of it. What's up, Kraken? How you been?
Hey, bro.
So what's up, Kaya?
I literally have said nothing this entire time. I was letting you finish.
I'm asking.
I literally
continue.
was.
Well, have I said anything that's wrong?
Somebody else responded to you with that, so I'm waiting to hear what they have to say.
They're trolling me. You seriously think I said something wrong? So continue. What did I say that was wrong?
Just because something that happens in history happened doesn't mean that.
We're not talking about what's right and what's wrong. Fucking okay. I'm talking about in this situation with Israel and Palestine, okay, you're saying that it's wrong that Israel moved in. So imagine if somebody gives you a house to move into, and you go to that house and there are random homeless people shacking and sleeping in that house. What would you be like? Oh, you know what? It's your house. I'll go somewhere else. Like what are you saying?
That's not at all. I am saying along the lines of, if I decided, oh, I'm gonna go to this uncharted island that very few people have visited ever, and I'm going to stake my claim on the land because I feel
No, why are you doing a different metaphor? Right. No, I'm giving you the metaphor, and it works pretty one-to-one, okay? Somebody
it does not work
How does it not work one-to-one?
It does not work one-to-one. Herbal, because the thing is...
Because you don't want to answer the fucking question. That's why it doesn't work one-to-one.
So
then use my metaphor.
Doesn't work
how does it not? How does my metaphor not work? I have a house. I say, Kaya, you can live in this house. I don't really use it. It's out the way, but you can live in it. You go to the house and find that there are homeless people sleeping in the house. It does not belong to them. They don't own it. I own it, and I gave it to you.
Then I would come back to you, Herbal, and say, hey, so I went to that house that you, gave to me, the rights to me, and there were people living in it. Do you want to tell me about, what's going on there?
No, they're clearly homeless people. They're clearly homeless people living in the house, Kaya. They're not like other people living in the house. It's not like I gave them the house. Okay?
Yes, and then because at the time it would have still been your house during the time that you had access to it, I would say, hey, can you, do something about these homeless people?
Exactly. So what do you think would be done? You'd call the cops and get them removed, and then you would move into the house.
No, I would ask you to do it because...
So then you're saying Israel should have just went to England and been like, hey, England, can you kick out the Palestinians for us? Is that what you have preferred? And then it would have been the English that would have murdered them all? Is that what you have rather happen?
That's not even what I'm saying.
So then what are you saying?
We would have. We would have done it, by the way.
So, I mean, but what are you saying then? That's what I'm trying to figure out. It's like I'm giving you the scenario. You're like, oh, I would have you get rid of the homeless people. Okay, so then you...
Okay, that's what I'm trying to say, Herbal, is saying that they are homeless people is why it's not one-to-one.
They are homeless people because they don't own the land, Kaya.
Okay, but that's the whole thing.
You're predicating
the land in this idea, because the thing is, in the idea of the world, no one actually owns the land.
You just said that England owned the land.
You can't take said land and just...
You said England owned the land before. You already conceded that England was the owner of the land and they gave it to the Palestinians. That's how you started off. That's how you started off the history, because that's what happened. So, I mean, you know your history. You know properly. England had the land. They gave it to the fucking Israelis. Okay?
Yes, but
so they had to move out the Palestinians there.
In the example you are giving me, though, Herbal, you are saying that it's a house and there are homeless people, that's what in my brain is not...
It's a house, land, there are homeless people, Palestinians.
But that doesn't one-to-one.
It does. It's one-to-one. You just don't want to admit it because you're...
No,
it does. It's one-to-one.
It does not. It literally does not, Herbal.
Can I poke some holes in your... for...
Please, Smellies, because she's Kaya. No offense, but all you're saying is just it's not one-to-one. I'm asking you how, and you're like, oh, it's because they're Palestinians and they're homeless. I'm saying the Palestinians, there was no state of Palestine, right?
There was.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there was no fucking state of Palestine, right?
That's Herbal. You're just factually wrong. That's the whole thing. You're factually wrong. And you're speaking with a confidence. Herbal, you are speaking with a confidence of someone that is actually right when you're not right.
When was there a state of Palestine?
Well, there were a state under the Ottoman Empire, so it's similar to saying like California would be a state.
So after the Ottoman Empire...
Time out. Don't fucking interrupt. Okay, so that is a basis for sovereign rulety. I mean, we could say it's under a larger power, but that shows a basis for population.
And Herbal
also,
wait a second.
You're acting like England owned the land. They didn't. They did England own India, or did they rule it?
Did England colonize a bunch of
They
fucking
lost
places
after
and
the
say,
war,
I
though.
own this land? Yes, they
lost
owned
after
it.
the war, though. Like, that's what happens. If you lose a war, you lose your fucking land. That's what fucking happens. Is it?
All right, so to go with your metaphor, though, like you have a friend who says, I have, let's say even the ownership is right. I have a friend who says, I have an empty house and he's allowing me to stay there. But we forgot that friend did something before that, which is promise that land to local Arab populations.
Wait.
So when was the land promised to local Arab Britain
populations?
had promised the local Arabs through Lawrence of Arabia independence for a united Arab country covering most of the Arab Middle East in exchange for their supporting the British.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, we didn't
fucking Wikipedia,
lose
bro.
land. We literally gave it back. We said, "You look after this land now. We'll give it back to you."
I think they administered it, as in ran it to the into the fucking ground, like everyone, all Western countries do.
The Jews own the land, but then but when you say originally, you mean like
it's literally. It's literally.
If we go into ownership,
no,
we can go
Herbal,
back.
it's literally the idea.
We're talking before
Christ.
Christ.
You gave Herbal. It's like me saying.
You talking about before Christ? Fucking what?
That's what the homie Papa's
literally saying this is my idea. This is my story of what happened 20,000 years ago. This is my story of creation, and because that, I have staked claim over this land, and you can't change that for me. That it's fucking like middle school arguments.
It's not middle school arguments.
The idea.
You're telling. All right, so the Ottomans lose the land after World War I, right?
Not after World War I.
And
it's not World War I when the Ottomans lost that.
It wasn't World War I.
Yes, it was.
It was World War I.
If you're following the Bible, you're stupid.
If you're following the Bible,
no. If you are trying, I'm not saying that. If you are using the words in the Bible as means to justify things in modern day, it is stupid. Because the thing is, the Bible is a story, a collection of stories that happened thousands of years ago.
Okay, we're not getting into like the accuracy of the Bible. This is not what this is talking about.
No, but Herbal, you're literally saying, oh, well, in biblical times...
I'm not saying...
Which religion
when I said,
listen,
I was responding to a chatter when I said that. That has nothing to do with you. The chatter said that the Jews originally owned the land, and I said that was back in biblical times. I wasn't responding to you. Okay?
We backtracked so far. We're back
to where
the
Jesus.
Origin
what I'm saying is, okay.
Carry on.
What I'm saying is,
original argument.
After World War II, in 1948, when the Jews were given the land, okay, and they had to move the Palestinians out.
But the word given
Herbal, the thing
sounds
is,
like...
The thing is, it's annoying because you're saying they had to move the Palestinians out. The thing is, the land was previously promised to the Arab populace who was there.
You just found that out now from Smullies.
No, they were saying.
Look, that's not. That was
I've
never
been
your
saying
argument
this
before.
for like 30 minutes.
No, you have not. That has never been your. I let you go on for so long, and you didn't even say nothing of that sort. And then as soon as Smullies comes in with his fucking Wikipedia, you're like,
it's not even
"Oh man,
Smullies,
I'm going on facts that I remember in my head."
Herbal, it's not even Smullies that said it. That was 100%
You just saved Kaya, bro.
That was 100%.
I just want you to know.
That was 100%
No,
Kraken.
I will mute you, Kaya. Do not fucking deep throat your mic. But
I got close to the mic because you're literally saying something that isn't true while trying to prove that I said something that I had.
Britain had promised the local Arabs through Lawrence of Arabia independence for a united Arab country covering most of the Arab Middle East in exchange for their supporting the British.
It literally, Kraken was the one that brought it up.
Okay, now give me your best steel man of why.
Why the fuck do I need to do a steel man for
of
something?
your fucking
I don't
position?
give a shit.
Shut the fuck up and let me finish. Give me the best steel man of why the fucking of what you want. What's the solution for the Middle East? Like, what should happen if you could just fucking wave your magic wand and make it happen?
If I could wave my magic wand and make that's the other thing. That's so unrealistic that
just fucking answer the question, Kai. What is your what do you think? Are you for a one-state solution or a two-state solution?
So the thing is, and this is what has already been proposed by multiple other countries, that Israel go back to its borders pre-19, I think it was 73, which was...
It was the 1948 borders. Okay, that's what the fucking borders were.
Saying pre-1948 borders means that there is no
Not
state of
pre-19... I said it's the 1948 borders. Basically, the pre-70 borders is the same as the 1948. Go ahead.
Okay, whatever. Not the point. But that is.
It just annoys me that people say pre-70 when it's the same border.
But no, that's the whole thing.
In 48.
Saying pre-1973 borders, because in 1973, that's basically when they started expanding into other territories.
Were they expanding or were they responding to being attacked?
They were expanding. They weren't. It was not response. It was expanding.
Not in the Gaza, but into the West Bank. Into the West Bank, they did have. They're starting to do settlements in the West Bank.
Maybe you should let me speak.
Go ahead, Kaya. Finish. But most of the shit you're saying is bullshit.
I'm sorry. I think we're just laughing at the back and forth here.
I know.
It's
kind of fun. It's so fun. Go ahead.
I can't, literally, my brain is breaking from how stupid you sound sometimes, Herbal.
Kaya, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Literally, Smullies had to come
Neither
in
do
here.
you!
What don't I know about? What don't I know about, Kaya? What was I wrong about?
Common sense.
Literally, like 90% of what we talked about, and other people have agreed that you had no idea what you were saying either.
What was I saying that was incorrect? It should be easy for you to tell me if 90% of what I said was incorrect. Tell me what I said was wrong.
Okay, Herbal. So here, let me go back. Now I can use your, but I'm going to change the parameter slightly so that it does.
Just fucking tell me what I said that was wrong. Go ahead.
No, the thing is, Herbal. Say
you can't.
Gave
you
me
literally can't because you can't.
Herbal,
just say you can and we'll move on.
Let me fucking speak.
Go ahead. Say what I said. Say what I said that was wrong.
Herbal.
The next thing that you need to say is what I said that was wrong, since 90% of the shit that I said was wrong, or
for one,
or you say I can't say what you said was wrong.
For one, one of the main thing that you said was that England exclusively gave the.
I never said. Did I ever say exclusively? I said England
gave
the land to Israel.
You literally said multiple times, and you said multiple times, and you're like, well, and then they had to go in and they had to move all the local Arab people out. But that's
I said Palestinians. I never said. I've never used the term local Arab people. No, I said they had to go in and get rid of the Palestinians.
Okay.
In the area.
Herbal. But then you're being like, there is no state of Palestine.
There wasn't a state of Palestine. Palestine was always under somebody else. They were under the Ottomans. When was Palestine itself a state? When was Palestine itself a state? Not under anybody else's control. Oh, it got quiet. You're waiting for Smullies. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Kaya, answer the question.
I'm literally not.
Answer the fucking question, Kaya.
It's so funny. You say, oh, you're waiting for fucking Smullies.
Yeah, you are. You're literally waiting for Smullies. And you're waiting for somebody to come save you. Answer the question. When was
Smullies never... Smullies was not the one that brought up
Smullies,
what I then
do you see Smullies? You see how you fucking save her and she doesn't even give you the credit?
Dude,
Smullies never saved me. Dude, shut the fuck up next time, Smullies, and let her drown.
Does Smullies have a fucking English accent? I think not. Kraken does. Kraken has been saying.
Kraken is drunk as fuck and is trolling me. Okay, so if you're Kraken, are you not drunk as fuck trolling right now?
Listen, I'm loving this. I'm neither gonna approve or deny that I'm drunk. But
I'm telling you, Kaya, you have no idea the shaky ground you're standing on. And this is just going off of just the random bullshit that I was looking up when this shit first happened. And I know way more shit than you do about it. Because you haven't looked into it at all. You just looked at TikToks. And you've looked at all the fucking lefties being like, free Palestine from the river to the sea. And like, you don't even know both sides of the situation. I can argue your point way better than you can, and I don't even need the bullshit about fucking, well, the English also gave it to the fucking, because that's a good point. I filed that one in, Smullies, thank you. That's a good point.
That
but
wasn't
again,
Smullies who said it. You keep
it literally was. You don't even know where you're getting your shit from. Smullies, can you please?
Okay.
Can you please fucking...
Smullies, was it you that said it, or was it fucking...
I don't know.
Kraken?
I don't know anymore. I don't know. I don't know.
Luckily, I'm recording this whole stream. It was 1,000% Smullies.
It wasn't Smullies. It was Kraken. It was 100% Kraken.
Not Kraken. It was...
Yeah, listen.
Kaya, you're so... Oh my God. You're so wrong. You're like...
Well, no, you're so wrong.
You're even wrong about the facts that just happened in the conversation.
It's
how Smully saved you.
Not.
You're like, Superman didn't save me. It was the fucking homeless man over there that's drunk and talking shit. You're like, fuck, give me another bottle. It's like, I'm pretty sure that was Superman with the fucking blue shirt and the fucking cape. Like, I know Superman's voice when Superman was like, well, actually, what's up, Doom Guy?
What I love about you is debate. As soon as someone like fucking retorts you, you just get
just start yelling. You just start yelling immediately.
You do the same thing, Kaya.
When someone says something
you do the same
literally
thing.
breaks your world. No, it's because you kept yelling over me like this, or you kept getting real close.
I'm gonna
to
fucking mute you. But you're completely wrong. Don't fucking tempt me. So then,
I am not wrong. Herbal, it's literally the fact that anytime someone says something that you disagree with, you just get louder so that you seem like you have more facts when actually you're just spewing the same
I'm the only one that's giving you facts, though. I'm like, oh, this is what happened. And then you're like, no, it didn't. It's not.
Herbal, you're not the only one spitting facts, and that... It's
literally me or Smullies. It's literally me or Smullies.
It has not been. Maybe one time Smullies said something that was
Smullies,
like
bro.
mildly
You really?
relevant.
I'm just so fucking like you came in and saved her with that whole like. Well, actually, they actually kind of gave it. They promised it to the Prince of Arabia. You came in with that whole thing, and she just fucking was like.
That wasn't Smullies. That was
Herbal,
not Smullies.
Do you not remember what Smullies said? Smullies said during the war, the Jews invented hot dogs. Did you not hear?
Well, no, they didn't invent hot dogs. What they did is they weaponized hot dogs, right? It's because obviously pork isn't kosher, but like they knew that the surrounding countries being Muslim.
That's why we have beef franks instead of pork franks, you know?
Why are we talking about hot dogs right now? All right, listen.
Because it's about World War.
It's about World War.
Herbal, it's literally the same, like, tangential bullshit that you go off on.
Just tell me, okay, all right? Tell me specifically, okay, so Israel is now a country. You're saying they should go back to basically they should go back to the 1948 borders with Gaza and the fucking Golan Heights and the fucking the West Bank. Why the fuck do I keep forgetting the West Bank? And the West Bank should go back to Jordan. Gaza should go back to England, Egypt, and then the Golan Heights should go back to fucking I don't know who had the Golan Heights. Somebody.
Lebanon, I believe.
Whatever. So they should go back to. That's what you're saying? There's still no state of Palestine. Gaza is just Egypt now. So what exactly do you want to happen? Like why? So do you just not want? Like,
so the thing is, Herbal, this is also what pisses me off.
And also, Egypt doesn't even want to take control of fucking Gaza. Egypt washes their hands of fucking Gaza. They don't even want Palestinian refugees. So why the fuck do you think Egypt is going to take back fucking Gaza?
You're literally just talking over me.
Okay, go ahead.
What I am trying to say is that...
Are you going to respond to any of that, though?
Are you going to respond to it?
I can't. How can I respond to it? Because you shout like.
I'm just saying.
No,
okay.
You shout like
six.
You shout 6 fucking questions.
It's all about the same thing.
How am I supposed to fucking hear and
Egypt does not want Gaza. Egypt does not even want fucking Palestinian refugees. Do you really want Egypt to take back control of the Gaza Strip, even though they don't want to? You want me to say it quieter, or should I? Egypt.
No, I think you need to get back to your normal decibel volume, dude. It's not the same.
Go ahead.
What do you mean, go ahead?
No, Kaya, go ahead. Egypt does not want anything to do with Gaza.
Okay, so give it back to the people who live there, being the Gazan and Palestinian people.
Wait, Herbal has it? Dude, what are you doing? Give it back to him, dude. What are you doing?
Just give it back to him, right?
That's
not how shit works, Kaya.
So
just nobody should take control of that land. Just give it back to the people. No government, nothing. No army, nothing. The shit that you say doesn't make any fucking sense, Kaya. You realize that, right? It has to be controlled by somebody. There has to be a government somewhere. You're saying they should just start from scratch. Just have all the people that live there just go in there and start their own government.
Herbal, do you know what the United States of America did when we decided we wanted to make our own country? We literally made our own government. So you acting
you're right. So we left.
You acting like this isn't a thing that happens is fucking a mind.
Hold on a second. Okay, hold on. Now everybody quiet. So you're saying that Americans just decided to get up and go to fucking America and then just start their own country? Oh no. England sent a bunch of people over to America, and then we decided after. And
then when we decided,
how long?
And then after years of being,
how long though? How long were we here?
Shut the fuck up, Herbal.
No, you didn't even let me finish, Kaya. You just, as soon as I'm trying to make a point, you're like, hold on, and you're trying to take over.
I need to mute. Sorry, guys.
It's literally the fact that immediately when I start spitting any facts,
you're not spitting facts though.
But I am. You literally.
They should do it like America did it in 1880s. No, or 1776. No.
Herbal. Do you understand that? Yes, we were the people that were currently there. So we decided, you know what? We're tired of paying all this money to this rich fucking king who doesn't actually care about the people who live over here. He's thousands of miles away. How could he actually care about the people over here? So we decided to start doing stuff on our own terms. And England decided, you know what? That's fucking bullshit. We don't want you guys doing your own things. We don't want you guys making all these laws about yourselves. We still want to own you.
This is so fucking stupid. Like,
but it's the truth.
It is so
literally
stupid.
is what happened.
You
it's
are
history,
so fucking dumb. You're telling me that they should do it like they did it in 17. Listen, Kaya.
I'm saying that they should have the right to make their own choices.
Even the crazy lefties are like, yeah, one state solution. I thought that's where you were gonna go, but you're like, give the land back to the people. Egypt shouldn't own it. Fucking Israel shouldn't own it. Nobody. It should just be. It's fucking stupid.
It should be the people who live there. The Palestinians should have.
You're basically saying Hamas. No, you're saying Hamas should take over that area. Okay.
Dude, you say Hamas, so funny.
Yeah.
You're the one. You're literally the only one who has said anything about Hamas here.
Hamas is the Palestine. They fucking voted Hamas in. What are you saying? Well, Hamas is the current leadership.
Okay, Herbal saying that the Palestinian people voted in Hamas is like saying the German people voted on Hitler.
They also did. Yes, they did.
Hitler
wasn't crazy in the beginning. He fucking was talking about bringing Germany back together. Hitler was a fucking good order. That's how he became. You don't even know German history. You're trying to bring shit up.
I'll be right back.
No, can I finish what I am saying?
Go ahead, please, Kaya.
You literally cut me off.
Go ahead.
It's that same idea. Yes, that was the best choice at the time, But have they ever been able to vote for someone else after?
No.
No, because
Hamas
all
took
the other
away all the
candidates.
elections.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. All the other candidates have been systemically killed.
No, there's
every
no other
single time.
election. There haven't been elections. The West Bank has had elections, but
okay,
what is
Herbal.
it? It's the Palestinian Liberation Front. Those are the guys. The PLF are in charge over in the West Bank. That's the closest thing you have to a Palestinian government. So you better cling on to the PLF. And they started as terrorists too. So go ahead.
Okay. Yes, and so did the United States of America in the eyes of the king of the UK.
The U.S. was
yes,
not
we
terrorists.
did. We
were
literally
traitors.
traitors. Traitors and terrorists were what we were referred to as.
No, we were not. They didn't even have that word back then. Kaya, what the fuck are you talking about?
Okay, what else would you describe as people who
traitor?
Are in
they called them
country?
traitor. They were like the traitors and terrorists. No. Terrorist is a different thing. A terrorist is something that's a little bit more modern.
You're driving me fucking insane, Herbal.
You don't know what the fuck you're talking about, and I'm not just
Neither
sitting here like,
do you!
yes, queen. I know all of this shit way better than you. You haven't read a single book.
You don't.
All you've done is listen to motherfuckers on TikTok, and you're just sitting here denying facts. Okay, if Smullies didn't come out of here with some Wikipedia entry, then he would have done like you would be fucking sitting here quiet as fuck, Kaya. You have no leg to stand on. You don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. I'm asking you. I asked you what the fuck it should be, a 2-state solution or a 1-state solution. What's your fucking solution? You're like, give the land back to the people. Fucking, so you want Hamas to fucking take control?
Then I have a question.
Land?
I have a one-to-one question for you, Herbal.
Go.
If this same situation was happening and it was America and it was the French and the British that would basically gain control, would you say, oh, give it to the French people and give it to the British people? No, you'd say give who currently fucking live there.
So Hamas, that's what you're saying. Just say Hamas then.
No, I'm saying give it to the Palestinian people. One, a quote-unquote paramilitary organization does not speak for all of the civilians in the country or in the border.
They voted for them, so, apparently when they had elections, they voted for Hamas.
Hamas and that was back in fucking what? Like 1986 or whatever.
Do you even know?
That was the last time.
You don't even. You're waiting. You're trying to look. All right, Kaya, it's okay. Just take the L on this one.
But I'm not wrong.
You're wrong about so fucking much.
Okay, and so are you.
What am I wrong about? All right, say what the fuck I'm wrong about. Next thing out of your mouth is what the fuck I'm wrong about. Go.
I've literally said what the fuck you're wrong about.
No, you haven't. I've asked you so many times. What am I wrong about? You've tried to say, okay, I'll do your fucking scenario. What am I wrong about, Kaya? Tell me what I said that was wrong.
Herbal, I've explained to you what you've said was wrong, and you literally didn't listen enough.
Kaya, you didn't fucking say anything. Exactly.
I did.
You're doing the same thing. No, you didn't. What did I do? It should be easy. What did I say that was wrong? Go ahead.
Do you understand that repeating myself like this 3 times, which I've explained to you 3 times what you said was wrong?
I can't tell you.
So
have not, though.
And so did Smullies, and so did Kraken.
Smullies.
And you don't care enough.
Smullies, what did I say that was wrong? Smullies, please.
I wouldn't say so much you've said anything factually wrong. However, you've made a certain number of assertions, connections, which I found tenuous at best.
Okay,
dude, that's fancy wording, dude. I love that. That's so fancy.
Such as?
Yeah, I gotta whip it out sometime. It's when most specifically that comes to mind is when you used the 1-for-1 metaphor. I would like to point out, mostly because ownership is a much more cut and dry thing in like when it comes to owning a house than it comes to geopolitical events.
Okay, you know what? I'll accept that wrong from you, Smullies. Thank you. Now, what else did I say that was factually wrong?
He's not done. He's not done, dude.
Go ahead.
Herbal, shut the fuck up. Let Smullies cook.
I think a lot of what you said is factually true. However, we start playing this game with dates and timing, we can go back really far. And the issue with this particular quagmire is that it is a cradle of civilization. You can go back and to the dawn of history and find contentious issues going back. Now, there's two different ways you can take that. I feel like you took one avenue with that, which is, that enables countries to come in and stake ownership, right? It allows countries like England to come in and essentially claim a certain level of dominion.
Yeah.
But I feel like it can also be taken the opposite way, in that it has,
the people who live there should have had that claim in
right,
the first
right.
place,
Now, if
and
it's
England took it
been
away from them.
subject to so many countries for so long, what's to say that the needs of those just residing within the geographical borders aren't precedent? And I think that's where a lot of the friction comes from.
Okay, so you can go back. So your argument is with the whole idea of like England shouldn't have been able to take that land from the Ottomans, but they would have still been owned by the Ottomans. So you're like, where are we going here? There was no country of
governance.
No, but in that scenario where England didn't take said land, it would have been basically just given back to the people who currently lived in that
But they lived under the behest
borders
of the Ottomans, Kaya.
Yes, but what I am saying is that when then the Ottomans were like, hey, yeah, we lost, so we're going to give this land back to the people who are living here. But that's the thing, because it wasn't the Ottomans living there. It wasn't the Ottomans who were living in that land at the time. It wasn't
the Ottomans living in the land?
It doesn't need to make sense.
You're telling me there wasn't the Ottomans? Okay, all right.
Yes, the land was controlled by the Ottomans. Yes,
Detroit become human.
It's the same. It's the same idea of like a lord or a lady who has been given protection.
Has been writing this fucking conversation the whole time, and I thought you'd be long gone for that.
Wait, who is that spoke?
Anna has been putting up with this argument for a solid hour and a half.
I just wanted to warm up a little bit before our stream. I wanted to give Anna my go. So,
I didn't even know that.
It's just I knew it would go like this. I just didn't realize Smullies would come in and fucking save you from drowning, and then you just deny him 3 times in front of him too. Like it's like, bruh. Oh, like that was
Smullies dragged me in there,
that was pretty. Yeah. No, I dragged you in.
No, I mean, like overall, he's like, oh, come.
I feel like every time I'm in a party with Kaya and him, then it leads to an argument every time.
It's not an argument; it's a debate.
A debate.
A debate is an argument, Herbal.
A debate
it's the same fucking thing.
A debate. All right. Look up the definition of a debate, and then look up the definition of an argument, and then tell me if they're the same.
Herbal, you're literally arguing. Herbal, you are arguing semantics with an autistic person.
You're using a big word. You're so happy for yourself. All right. I love doing this, guy.
You're really just being a cunt now. Herbal.
I am. I'm sorry. I'm giving it back to you like you give it to me. Okay. How many times have you told me to suck your dick? Too many to count.
Today, none.
Exactly.
I have not at any point today told you to
your
suck
life.
In my life?
Countless.
I mean, how many times has fucking Keelan told you to suck his dick?
Yeah, but I've never come at you with that.
Probably more.
Wow. It's racist.
It's literally...
I love you, Kaya. All right. Everybody out. Go ahead. Finish. Because this is going to be a whole video.
Herbal, I'm getting really... It gets really fucking annoying when you try and do this, like, debate bro thing where you just talk louder to have an air of confidence about you.
Oh my god.
When you actually don't have the facts on it, and then you try and say
so what did I say that was factually wrong?
Hey, Herbal, stop talking over them.
Well, it's just she keeps trying to say that you just don't have the facts. You just don't have the facts. And I'm like, well, what are the facts that I have wrong?
You're using circumstantial evidence Which, if we were talking in modern day,
how am I using?
None of the things you have said would hold up. None of the things in any manner of the sense would hold up in like modern day court.
Kaya, modern day court, everybody would be like, "Oh, this guy is fucking saying history shit, and this chick is just mad." That's literally all that happened. Okay, you can't tell me. I've asked you many times to tell me what I've said factually wrong, and you just get quiet because you can't. Because I've said nothing factually wrong. Okay.
No, and every time, Herbal, every single time you have said, "Oh, tell me something I've said that's factually wrong," you repeat it like 6 times while I'm trying to form a sentence.
Okay, you're right. I'm quiet. Say what I said that's wrong.
And it's like I'm getting hit with a flashbang of words, and I can't form a sentence because all you're saying is, "Oh, just tell me what I said was factually fucking wrong." And I'm just like, I'm trying to, but you're not giving me a second to even think of a sentence to form, because all the words you have said are still ringing in my ears because you're so fucking loud, and you have to be the loudest one here.
I've been quiet for so long, and you haven't said a single thing. All you've been doing is just fucking proselytizing. So, again, please say what I said was wrong.
I literally have said so much, Herbal. What are you talking about?
You've said words, yes. They just haven't added up to me saying anything wrong. So, please tell me what I've said was wrong. I will be quiet.
Okay, like I said, the evidence you have given might not necessarily be factually wrong.
So nothing then. Just say nothing, and then just move on.
But no, you're not even letting me finish.
Okay, that's nothing I've said. Say nothing I said was factually wrong.
Okay.
Say nothing I said was factually wrong, and then continue your sentence.
But the thing is,
okay,
you're using the idea of me saying
you're saying facts. It's just it makes me mad, and I don't want to
no
because they're not. No, they're facts, but
Herbal.
I just can't. Okay, I can't. That's all you're doing right now. Just continue to do so.
Okay.
Still talking over him though. By the way, just so you know, Herbal, you're interrupting.
You literally just keep interrupting me, and I'm trying to form a sentence, and you're just getting mad that I'm not forming it fast enough when I at least take time to think out the words that I'm saying.
You're just saying bullshit. You're just like, I don't understand why you don't even understand how wrong you are. And it's like every time I try to tell you how wrong you are, it's like I try to, but like your words are just so loud and ringing in my ear, but you're so wrong. It's just amazing how wrong you are. But like, and I'm like, what am I saying that's wrong? Stop asking me what, listen, okay, I can't answer you when you ask me these questions that are so hard.
No, and because then you keep yelling over me, and I don't have...
Tell me what you said all of these times. But the first thing you start with is, well, nothing you say is technically factually wrong. It's just that, like, let me try to repeat what Smully said, except in my Kaya tone and voice.
You are using circumstantial evidence that doesn't hold up in today's
Explain circumstantial evidence and explain how I used it. Just explain that. You can't just say I'm using circumstantial evidence. This isn't a murder. I'm telling you what happened in history. I'm telling you that the fucking English gave the fucking land to the Jews. The fucking Jews.
Yes, but they had previously given that land to the people who were currently living there, meaning the local inhabitants.
Really? Where does it say that, Kaya? Go ahead. Find that for me.
You know what? I'm just getting tired of you being so goddamn confrontational and having to be right about fucking everything, so you'll just talk louder.
Okay, go ahead.
Until I stop talking, because apparently you can't be wrong about everything, and everything you say, Herbal, is always right, even though it never is. You just say it so loud that
the first thing you said was nothing I said was factually wrong. That's literally the first thing you said.
Yes, okay. But also,
but then you said I'm using circumstantial evidence. Oh, sorry, I'm cutting you off.
Yes, okay, that's the other thing. Circumstantial evidence can be factually correct, but that doesn't mean that it was the case. Like, oh yeah, this person was here at this time and no one else saw the murderer, so they must be the murderer because they were here at this time and there was no other reason that this person would be here. That's the idea of circumstantial evidence. And that is literally the, like, idea of, oh, well, you know, England had all the stakes of claim in this land, and before that the Ottomans had it, and the people who lived there, who cares about what they have to say, because they were just, people living there, but whatever, That's the kind of bullshit that you are bringing up. And then when I try and counter that with literally any other ideas or facts, you're like, well, no, that's not the case, because this and this.
Yes, that's how it works. You say some wrong shit, and then I'm like, that's
but
wrong.
I didn't say, but I also have not at any point said anything that is factually incorrect.
Yes, you have.
That's the whole thing. No, I haven't.
Okay, you want me to tell you what you said that was wrong?
Actually, every time they try to talk, Herbal, you just go.
You would start yelling over me,
no,
so you heard none of the things that I said that were factually
I would let you. Let me just allow you to dig yourself a hole, please. Tell me.
But I'm not digging myself a hole. That's the thing, Herbal. No, I literally at no point have dug myself a hole.
Yes, you have. You're saying that the land should go back to the people, no matter in any circumstance, right? That's what you're trying to say? That the people shouldn't have a government?
Okay. I'm not saying that either.
So the government...
Herbal, I literally brought up... Herbal, shut the fuck up for 2 seconds.
All right,
I brought up that if we were to do a similar case of, the United States and the places that were owned by other countries before that, say similar things are happening in the United States, and we were to be like, oh, the people who were lording over this place should give it to the people who owned it beforehand. You would say, oh, so you'd give it to Great Britain and to France and to the Spanish or the Mexicans, because they were at that time, they were actually Hispanics and Mexicans, not Spanish, because the Spaniards had been living there.
Can I speak now? Because you're just talking nonsense now. Can I
Herbal, I'm not just talking nonsense.
You're going off about random shit because you don't want me to talk, so you can be like,
I'm not going off about random shit. Herbal,
I'm not going off about random shit. You asked me a question.
I am using examples, because the thing is, you are just justifying things without giving actual tangible, like, one-to-one ideas of this. The thing is, if we were to do the same thing with the United States of America, I am giving an example, and obviously, clearly, since I have no actual say in what happens in Gaza, I can't be like, oh, you guys are going to do this, and that's what's going to happen. My word carries very little weight in
do you see you're saying nothing? Do you understand that, right? You're just speaking. Blah, blah. You're just talking nothing.
You're doing the same shit, Herbal.
I'm not.
If you'd let me finish my sentence,
I'm trying to let you get to a point, but you're not going anywhere. I've been so quiet.
You are so fucking impatient that you can't wait for someone to finish their idea.
You're not even saying an idea. You're going off on random fucking tangents. I asked you. Okay, so what did I ask you? What are you answering right now?
You asked me, so do you think that the land should go back to the people who owned it before, or do you think the land should just like go to no one? And I'm not saying that at all.
You literally did. You said the land should go back to the people, so you're saying Hamas.
No, okay. Like I said before that, even the people of Palestine, the people of Gaza, they are not fully spoken for by Hamas.
Hamas is their government. That's who.
Can you fucking shut up? Because that's
not
the thing.
The case?
You then. Okay, one, it's their military. There's a difference there. The whole thing is, Herbal, the idea of saying, like, oh, it should go to... Is it going to the military? Is it going to Hamas?
Hamas is not just the military. It's the governing body in Gaza.
Okay. Herbal.
Is that wrong? Am I wrong?
Yes, it is the current people who are in power in that country.
So then why the fuck do you say shit like, no, it's just the military, actually? And then when I'm like, it's not, you're
but
like...
do you know why? Do you know why?
I guess you're right. Do you see what I'm saying? That's the shit you do.
Do you know why Hamas is there? It's because
so you concede that they're the military, right?
Okay. Herbal. But what I am saying is
that they're the governing body.
In that same vein, saying that, oh, you know, because Hamas has the current, like, they are the ones who speak for Gaza. That's like saying the United States government speaks for every single person in the United States.
We do. We're all backing Israel. You're backing Israel too if you're an American.
That's not the case. That literally, that's saying that the military and the government's ideals perfectly align with every single person, which is not the case ever.
No, but
that's
the
never been the
elected
case.
leader, the person who is running the country, makes the decisions because we elected them. Therefore, we all voted for that leader, or enough of us all collectively voted for that leader. So that leader speaks for us. We all said on election day that leader speaks for us, or enough of us did for him to become the leader. So
but that's not even that's not even the case. The thing is, with the United States elections, we vote on people because we're like, okay, this guy has promised this, this, and this, and we want him to follow through on those things. And then when that leader doesn't follow through, we say, oh, this guy isn't speaking, this guy isn't following up on his promises, so we don't align with his views anymore.
Most of the presidents, except for Donald Trump, have all been two-term or assassinated.
No,
most of them haven't been. Most of them, okay. Let's look at the presidents. Let's look at the presidents and let's see how many of them haven't been two-term. This is very easy to look up.
George Washington.
We're going back. We're starting with fucking Trump and we're starting with Biden and we're going back.
Okay.
All right, let's see.
Clinton wasn't a two-term president.
Clinton wasn't a two-term president. Okay. Bush, Reagan.
Bush was not a two-term president. There were two Bushes, Bush Senior and Bush, whatever the younger one's middle initial is, George W. and George L. or whatever the fuck, or George H. Bush.
Okay. Jimmy Carter was two-term. Ford wasn't. Let's see.
Ronald Reagan was two terms. He was reelected.
Why is my typing not?
Jimmy Carter wasn't. Gerald Ford wasn't. He actually was assassinated in office.
You actually might be right on this one. I thought
that's the thing, Herbal. Most presidents aren't, like, the majority, if you are talking the vast majority of presidents, have not been two terms. Presidents who serve two terms generally are well liked, and the things they have implemented align with the populace. The reason that Obama was two terms was because he implemented the Affordable Care Act, which allowed more Americans to get health care that previously couldn't afford health care.
There have been 21 presidents who have served two terms. $45, yeah. It's almost half. But only 21. You're right. It's less than half. So most of them were two terms. But a good number were. Americans don't like change.
Okay, yes. Americans don't like change. But the other thing is, it's the idea of that. Okay, so would you say that the other thing is, if you look, in the 2012 election, the majority of people, if you look at,
we're not talking about elections right now. Why are we going into elections? That was just.
You literally just were like, oh, yeah, the presidents observed.
Yeah, no. I looked it up. You were right, Kaya. You
yes,
won.
And what I'm saying is,
you won that small debate. Presidents are too turn. But that's how easy it is. Like if I was wrong about something, which I was, I looked it up. Oh shit, this is embarrassing. I'm wrong.
Now I'm bringing up something.
Now we're going
different.
to Gaza. All right. Now we're going back to the Palestine. Okay. You don't want to go back to Gaza. You don't want to go back to the Middle East, where I'm correct in all my facts.
Because you're not correct.
Okay, what am I wrong about? That's all. Go ahead.
Okay.
I gotta go to sleep, but it has been great listening to this discussion.
Lifeline is gone. All right. Shit, Anna, we gotta fucking.
Yeah, Herbal, you've literally been putting off playing Detroit Become Human for like 30 minutes.
Yeah, you got saved by a video game. You still need to tell me what I'm factually wrong about, but you said I wasn't factually wrong.
There's
you
keep going back and forth. No, there is a difference with being factually incorrect and being misinformed. There is.
That's not if you're misinformed, then you're wrong.
No, you could have facts. You could have facts, but be misguided and misinformed.
Explain to me how.
Oh, I'm gonna mute again, guys. Hold on.
I'm so fucking tired.
Have a good one.
I don't want to argue this one because it's getting fucking late.
Because you don't know. You have
Herbal. I do know.
How can you have facts but be misinformed? Explain, and then I'm done, and then we're done. Just explain.
Okay.
You said I'm using circumstantial evidence, like
in the same way that you can have some of the correct things, but not have all the correct information. Like here, say you're taking a test. No. Say you're taking a test on something.
No, tell me.
You get 98% right. You still passed the test, but you got some things wrong. So you were misinformed on those topics, but you had most of the information, so you still passed the test. How can you have
facts but still be misinformed? Explain.
The way I just explained it.
No, you said some bullshit about a test. Oh, if you have a test, you get 98% right, but wrong. You were wrong on those questions. If you go to that test, you can look at, this question, quiet.
But
let me finish. Let me finish. Let me finish, Kaya. Let me finish. No, stop talking. Okay? You said
maybe you should give me that same courtesy.
You fucking. I've let you go on for nothing. You just keep talking about literally nothing. I'm like, Kaya, tell me what's wrong. I'll be quiet. You know what, Herbal? You never tell me. You know what? I'm not even gonna go on what you do because I need to say this. Okay. Here's what you literally said. You said, you can be misinformed with facts. Like you can take a test and get a 98. You were generally passing, but you got some things wrong. And my response to that is, you can go back to that test, look at the questions you got wrong, and you say you answered this, and the answer is that. And you'll say, okay, I was wrong about those facts. Now, my question to you is, how can you have facts that are correct, all right, but still be misinformed?
Did it. Okay, so your question.
If I speak, she's gonna say I'm not letting her talk. So everybody quiet.
Okay, so don't speak. But I'm asking now. You have facts. How can you verify those facts? Basically, is what you're saying.
Well, if you look in a history book, right, and this is what happens on this day, like that's history. Do I have to go back to 1776 to know that's when the fucking independence was?
Herbal, shut up, let him cook.
History books change every fucking year, dude.
Yeah, you do understand that history is written by the people who win. That's literally the only thing that has ever been true.
No, it's not. History is written by historians. What the fuck are you talking about?
That's fucking wrong, Herbal.
No, you're wrong, Kaya. History are written by historians. There are plenty of fucking times.
No, the history that is remembered is only ever written by the people who have won in those conflicts.
Kaya, history is written by historians all the fucking time. That's why we fucking write bad shit that happens. That's why we know about fucking Abu Ghraib and all the fucked up shit that America does. Okay, history is written by historians. Okay, that's why we know about all the fucked up massacres in Vietnam.
You're so confidently incorrect. I can't.
How am I incorrect? You're not even. You're saying history is written by. You're just saying fucking idioms, Kaya. You're repeating shit that you've seen on TikTok, and you're thinking you're gonna get a yes.
I'm not repeating shit that I've seen on TikTok.
Well, then how? Explain to me how history is written.
I am saying things that people who like constantly comb over history books have said. That history is written by the people who have won in the conflicts. We don't know the side of history that were the people who lost. A lot of
yes, we do. We know both.
No, a lot of Herbal, we don't because a lot of the thing is the reason we know
modern history, Kaya. Modern history is written by historians. So what the fuck are you talking about? History is written by the victors.
Because it is.
It's not history.
Okay, then
not current history.
Okay.
Can I say something?
Go ahead.
Right. So, in America, are you taught about everything that happened in England?
No.
Like, you're not? No?
No.
Okay, so where's the historian that wrote that book?
Probably. Probably in England. But no.
Yes, exactly. So, we're not in England. We're not taught about everything that fucking happened in America, and there's probably a historian in America that knows every fucking thing that happened in America.
But are you telling me there's not an American English historian or an Irish English historian or like a fucking Arab English historian? Are you telling me those guys don't exist?
Wait, when did you jump to that conclusion, dude?
Well, because
I literally just said.
You said who's the historian that's likely to write the history? No. And you're like, English, right? And then
Herbal, you're literally putting words in our mouths.
Okay.
You jumped to a conclusion.
Well, I'm talking to Kraken. I'm not putting any words in your mouth, guy.
Yeah. No. You're jumping.
You're doing it for both of us, though.
Because I said, "Are you taught about English history?" And you said no.
No, we're not. Not in school.
I'm not taught about American history.
But you could take an English history class, though, in college. Could you not?
If I wanted to go to college, yes. But it's not a fucking basic class, which I'm pretty sure it's not a basic class in America to get taught about English history. Am I right?
It is not.
We learn a little bit about English history.
Yes.
And we learn the amount of history that lead up to America being
So we learn a little bit of English history then. What the fuck did I say that was wrong?
Right.
You're like, no, we only learned a little bit.
We don't learn about all of it.
I never said all of it, though. You're putting words in my mouth now.
You did.
No, I said we learned a little bit about English history. I literally said a little bit.
Okay.
I'm not sure where you got the words of where the Irish, Arabic, American writers, Herbal. I'm not sure where you got those from.
No, but what you said was who's more likely to write English history?
No.
Right?
Nope, I did not say that at all.
Okay, what did you say then?
At all.
What did you say?
I said literally. I'll repeat it for the third time.
Go ahead.
There's English history writers.
Mm-hmm.
And there's American history writers.
Okay.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And if they were fucking siblings,
what?
And the dad took one of them to America, and the mum kept one of them in England, and they both wrote the same book, the books would be completely different regarding history on who did what in England and America.
I have
because it's always
no idea what the fuck you just said. Like what? If you took an American...
he actually has a point, because the thing is, if you are considered an outsider, meaning that you didn't live there your whole life, one, you don't know as much of that history as someone who has lived there their whole life.
What?
Two, from that same vein, it's the idea of one.
Okay.
We're also talking about books that are being published. The thing is, lots of editing goes into those books to have the people who are publishing it and mass producing said history books, they have to approve of X amount before they will publish it. Okay. So you have to go through and
I'll
you
give you guys the last
cherry
word.
pick
and then
these
Anna,
ideas.
Hop in chat. Or hop in the party.
Okay. Let me say
I'm giving both you guys the last. I'm giving you the last word. I'm telling Anna to hop in the fucking party because we got to play Detroit. So go ahead.
That's the whole thing.
My fun debate is over. Go ahead.
Okay, so I guess the debate's over when you say it, but when we have like literally facts that we are saying,
the
you're like, oh,
PlayStation party.
I'm done, you know.
You're not saying fucking facts. You've never been saying facts. You're talking about some weird
I have
fucking
been.
history shit right now.
Herbal.
Okay, go ahead,
Is,
please.
No, what I am saying is, have you ever published a book ever?
What the fuck does that have to do with anything?
If you are,
yes, Kaya,
no,
I published 7 books. I published 7
Herbal.
of them, Kaya. So go ahead, continue.
That's the thing. If you have ever actually published a book,
okay, I have 7. I published 7 of them. Go ahead.
No, if anything has any historical relevance, the people who are like mass producing your book, publishing your book,
I have to share the thing with you still on a party though.
Those people who are printing your book and selling your book and like shipping your book to other people, those people basically have a say of, oh, this needs to be in your book or we won't publish it. And so the cherry picking that is done for those events is done by the publishers of the books. And so that's the other thing, is that the history that we tell is the history that is approved by the people who are publishing the book.
You could have said that last sentence and skipped over all of that bullshit that you just said before then.
But that's the thing, Herbal. I was trying to say it, and you literally didn't even
you didn't. All you had to do was say the last sentence, Kai. That's the whole issue that I have. Because, like, you're telling me, you're like, you talk over me every time I try. And I'm like, okay, Kai, what did I say that was factually incorrect? And you will go like, well, Herbal, here's what you did. You keep talking over me, and like you just yell so loud that I can't even say what I want to say, and that, you know what, it's just really hard because you say things and they're so wrong, I can't even get over how wrong they are, but like, it doesn't even matter because you just, as soon as I tell you how wrong you are, and I come with facts, but the first thing you said when I asked you, Kaya, what did I say that was wrong? Well, you haven't said anything factually wrong, and it's like, okay, you basically were trying to fucking, say what Smitty said, or Smully said, but you didn't remember because he used big words.
Herbal,
so
it's also the thing that you think being factually right in a situation means that you've won the whole argument, which is
yes, because you're not going off of facts and logic. How the fuck am I supposed to argue with you in La La Land?
Kaya, I don't know how you took that, but the way I heard it is he's basically saying that you talk too much.
Fucking troll. You fucking cracking. Oh, I miss you. Are you fucking back yet, bro? Are you off for vacation?
You should have started with your end argument is basically what he said, which means in England at least.
I'm fucking glad I invited you talk too much. I'm glad I invited Kraken.
No, and I don't mean that in a bad way, Kaya. Just repeating.
No, I get it.
You're very long-winded, Kaya, and like part of your long-winded is telling me I'm wrong 9 times, and I'm begging you for the facts that I say wrong, and begging you for facts that I say wrong, and then you're just like, well, you're not wrong, and I'm like,
you're not wrong, you're just wrong.
Exactly, and it's just like, what does that even mean?
But that's the thing, Herbal. You're just wrong. You just gotta take the L on this one. You just gotta be wrong for once.
You're right. All I'm doing is coming out of history, and you're like, history's not even right. Fucking right. History's written by the winners. Historians
I never
don't
said
exist.
that.
You just said
it. No, I said history is written by the victors because that is the truth.
I know. It's just.
No, and that is why, if you read a book about the war, on one side, it's going to be...
It's very biased, no matter...
Troops, blah, 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 but on the other side, it's like, we killed 55,000
I really just love how, like, I'm just like... It's like fucking Jean-Claude Van Damme versus a 7-year-old in this debate. where you just like, and
Wait,
then
Herbal,
Smullies has
Herbal,
to come in and save you,
no, Herbal,
and then
no,
Kraken
Herbal,
comes
shut
with
the
the
fuck
drunk
up.
master
Herbal,
style.
Herbal, shut the fuck up. So are you saying you're John Claude Van Damme?
Fuck yeah,
is that
I'm
what you're
Jean-Claude
saying?
Van Damme, baby.
No, the fuck you're not.
When it comes to my fucking knowledge and
You're
debate skills,
Herbal,
that's what I
literally,
do.
You're literally like a drunk blind man swinging in a fight. You have no idea what you're saying at any point in time.
And you know what? Considering that everything you said was wrong, I'm so glad you said that about me, Kaya. Because if you were like Herbal, you're fucking John Claude Van Damme, I'm pretty sure I'd be looking at myself differently. I'd be like, hold on a second.
Hey, Kai, his brain is obviously in his fucking gut because that's where all his fucking love is, right?
No, his brain's not in his gut. His brain's
Anna,
in
hop
his
in
dick.
chat so we can fucking finish this. All right, you guys get the last word. Go ahead.
Love you.
I know, I love you guys too.
Herbal.
Oh, my Kaiser card is here. Hell yeah.
Kai said herbal. That's the last word.
Oh man, I got a Kaiser card now. That means the Germans are fucking back.
I really do like how Herbal said, "Oh, y'all get the last word," and then just doesn't give a shit that we're talking.
What do you even say? You guys are just trolling. Go ahead, finish. Say.
I'm not trolling. I had no point trolling. When was I trolling? I'm not laughing because quote unquote I was trolling according to Herbal. I'm laughing because Kraken starts fucking laughing.
I
and
love
it's
Kraken.
just like,
Kraken is like, God, it's so good to have you back, brother.
Herbal, I'm back next week, back in England, back on my computer next week.
Good. We'll be getting some 76 going
what,
for sure.
hey Kraken, what games do you play? Because we should.
All right. You got a friend in Kaya now, Kraken. You've earned it. I love you, Kaya.
I'm happy with that.
No, that's Kaya's the fucking. Anytime you want to come back and debate, it's all love, or just. You're the fucking homie.
I mean, I would prefer not debate.
Call me a cunt one more time, just so I know we're okay.
Cunt.
Thank you. I love you, Kaya.
You gotta say it in the British way, man.
Cunt. Say it the British way one more time. Last time.
Yeah, you say it in the British way. You cunt.
There we go. All right. Anna, hop in.